And
Is it moving?
if they have a problem with it, they'll let us know.
Yeah, they're letting us know.
That's right.
So, day 2, well,
Day two.
day
It's the
3
middle
in
day.
London, day 2 of the InfoSecurity
Day 2 of the event. Exactly.
event. Yeah, I'm kind of losing it here because a lot going on.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Le Tour Eiffel
Victoria Fan.
in Paris.
Along the
We're-
Seine.
Along the Seine River.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm staring at Notre Dame right there in London. Now we're a little confused, and we would like to go to Paris too. But the cybersecurity,
I'm going to
InfoSecurity,
Paris.
cybersecurity conference is here. It's in London. I'm not complaining. I love the city. I'm having a great time.
I know.
We got
it's
to
not
connect
a not a dig against London by any stretch.
Oh no,
we're just
kidding
messing
me?
around.
I love London for sure. There is even boats, Uber boats.
Uber boats in London.
Yeah, we don't have that in LA.
No Bata boats.
Baba, New York.
I'm probably mispronouncing. There are ferries.
Yeah,
It's not
but
an
no
Uber.
Uber.
It's not Uber. No, it's city run, I think. But
Okay.
I take the ferry all the time, actually.
Yeah,
It's one of my favorite things to do.
yeah.
It is.
Did it drive itself?
It does not drive itself. And,
Would they?
Actually, one time we went.
There's that one
There was
time.
that one time, and actually I was on my own. One time I went, and this big loud thump.
What was an accident?
I don't know. This big loud thump. We had to slow down to a stop. We turned around and looked around for a bit. No sign of anything. No
Was it
sign of
Loch
anything.
Ness
And so
monster?
I looked over. I was sitting next to this couple. I got up, looked over the edge, and I said, it's all right. It's just one arm.
Just one arm? What do you mean? Because they chop people and they put it in the river?
It's
Oh wow.
just one arm left. No, it's probably hit a jet ski or something.
You know, I got that. Well, good thing it's not.
That's a cybersecurity story. That's
Good thing it's not a comedy show. This.
No, it's not. I'm not
Let's-
funny at all.
let's
The other
move-
thing before we move back to the comedy, you pointed out that hidden security here at the along the Thames.
Yeah,
It looks like a street lamp
but it's
when,
not.
when in fact it's a nice fully motion
Camera.
camera.
And it doesn't
Yeah.
even look that much like a lamp. I mean, you
No.
can tell it's a
That's
camera if you just look at it.
Yeah, that and the fact that it doesn't light up.
Yeah.
That's another sign. But anyway,
Anyway, let's get
my
back
point
to
of
this.
making that.
What is
comment
your point?
is
Do you
that
have a point?
An investment was made there to provide physical security through digital means,
Using an existing infrastructure,
right?
probably been there since the 1700s.
Probably.
Probably was a lamp, a gas lamp,
Why was the gas
converted in electric, now
electric.
converted into a camera,
lamp? That's right.
and somehow they use magic. They just change the cables and from a pipe to the cables to whatever. Wow, we're really rambling
We
today.
are rambling today. But I guess the point I want to make with that is a decision was made that spending money
Yeah,
on that to secure this area. We're obviously looking at the Tour
just in
Eiffel.
case they want to steal the tower.
Don't steal the bridge. Obviously, there's a return on risk reduction.
You know what it
for that
reminds me?
investment.
What you just said? Of a conversation that we recorded today.
I know.
But it's funny you said that.
It's funny. I said that.
It's funny you said that.
It's funny that something on
Were
my
you
mind
leading
that I
me
thought-
there, or
think
it
so.
just
Yeah, what do you-
happened
what do you think?
randomly? Well, today was a good conversation because it was about a panel that will happen tomorrow, I believe, or was
There.
happening later today.
That's a keynote panel today, yeah.
Today. But we had the conversation before the panel happened, so
Exactly.
we got a little preview, but we're going to post it after the panel happens, so it's not a preview anymore. But we didn't really talk about that. It was more of the concept
No,
of
the panel is the-
budgeting.
the panel is the inspiration for the conversation.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, I think the other interesting thing is, so it was about budgeting for technology, budgeting for staffing, budgeting for communications, and how do you know that your investments that you're making are producing the results that you want?
Yeah.
And a lot of the other conversations, sadly, if you look at some of the other stuff we post, some news broke during the conference about the NHS and an impact that they're experiencing because of a breach with evidently a third-party service provider of IT services that evidently give data and applications, I presume, for blood work information and blood work systems. I don't know exactly all the details. But the one point that I forget how many people, 5 or 6 people I've spoken to, the one point that sticks in my mind is somebody is making the decision of how to invest and where and how much, and the question comes up. I mean, there was a breach, so was it enough? Well, I don't know. Was it in the right place? I don't know. The answer is
I heard the word resiliency a million times while you were recording this conversation.
Yeah.
I never heard the AI. And the one thing that's sticking in my mind,
AI. Yep.
The thing that stuck in my mind was actually what Brian Honan said when he said, "This is people that are not the good hackers that we see in the movies that inspire our entire generation to get into eventually cybersecurity. These are people that are
a-holes that
real
sell guns
criminal
and drugs and kill people.
That kill people in a way or in another.
Send them into the East River right here. Oh no, that's not the East River.
That's not the East River. Yeah. But that's stuck to me. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's whatever we use, technology again is a tool, and it's as good as any other tool that you can use to do good or you can use to do bad. And that really stuck in my societal thinking mind. But congratulations on putting together so many people in a very little amount of time. I mean, that shows your Rolodex. You have a Rolodex.
Yeah, and a huge thanks to everybody that joined me. I'm excited to put that montage together, a collection of conversation points that each brought to this topic. I think equally there are a number of people, and I respect them for this. They didn't have a comment. And so nobody tried to force a comment where they weren't comfortable. And just to point it out, nobody that I spoke to was chasing any ambulances either. This is really,
that's true.
Really deep thought on the situation we find ourselves in. And I hearken back to and we mentioned this I think as well earlier in one of the other episodes today. The monster that is itself
feeding
itself to become a bigger monster, and have we lost the run of ourselves as an industry to where we're not really. I think we're making good progress. I'm not gonna bash the industry, but I think the question is, are we helping organizations make the right decisions at the right time,
which goes back to the budget, the budgeting, which was also touching both on small, medium business, mom and pop shop, and the large corporation, where all have a cost that is relative to the size of the business, which is always a big cost, and it needs to be thought
NHS
in the
is
right
huge.
way.
They probably have a much bigger budget than most, but the point I'll make is that evidently it was through a
maybe
service
something
provider
should have been allocated
may not have had
better.
The budget.
Yeah,
and I've had the budget. So the other thing I want to touch on is back to the decision making, because it was a point that we discussed with John Davies before the event, which is another panel that I believe is on the final day on ransomware. Randomware. Do you randomly pay or not? was the big ethical question. And I raised the question then, and I raised the question today as well.
When life is on the line. No.
Do you pay? And I believe, certainly in one case that I'm recalling, I got a resounding no.
Hell no. That was pretty much. It didn't say hell no, but it was a hell no, and he gave the reason for it, which I think
makes me uncomfortable. But I understand.
Which I don't want you to say, because I want people to look.
I know, to listen
to watch, because it makes a lot of sense in my opinion. So I think in the end, we were making fun before starting this as we wait for the next day and doing our closing statement from another monument in some
Brussels?
part of the world.
Brussels, I think, is where we're heading.
Maybe from the Vatican. I don't know, St. Peter. The point that I'm surprised that with all the people we spoke, AI didn't come out as much as I thought it was going
I
to
know.
be.
We even had a whole conversation planned around with Ian. I guess we did talk some with Ian
Yeah.
about AI.
No,
But,
yes,
Ian
but it
Hill,
wasn't.
that is.
It wasn't like the buzz that I thought it was going to be. And maybe RSA was a little bit more. Maybe again, it's a cultural.
Yeah, broad stroke.
Maybe it's a cultural thing.
Maybe.
We are in another country. Maybe they I don't know. Something I should research. Maybe I should have a conversation with someone about.
Now
this.
I saw plenty of slogans and messaging on stands about AI.
Oh yeah.
So there's still that, but I don't.
Yeah, but marketing
very
does,
little.
Marketing does that.
I know, that's my point.
So the
there's
practitioners
there's no
don't feel the
marketing,
same. There's no marketing.
There's no marketing. I think I heard that a couple times
That's
this week.
another joke.
That's another joke.
We'll leave
another
for
topic anyway.
We'll leave for another day. Maybe one of my rants on my newsletter about branding and marketing.
You reminded me of the
and
newsletter. I was on a roll with my newsletter once a week. I was doing so good at that.
I know.
Then events happened and other stuff. So
Well, but now you got more to say.
I do have more to say. My brain is full of stuff. So maybe we'll see a resurgence of the future of cybersecurity newsletter.
Yeah.
Even if it's not weekly, I'd like to get back to that.
Weekly, I think you were really asking a little too much.
I was on a roll. I felt good, and then
let's make it every 2 weeks. Well, listen. The thing is that 2 nights ago we wanted to eat something, and this is definitely not La Movida, where you go eat at 11 o'clock at night and the life.
Things are not.
It was like 9 o'clock.
The places we're picking.
The pub was
the public spaces.
Well, the kitchen pub was closed. You could still get drinks.
Yes.
But when I'm starving, I want food.
More than a pint.
We're gonna leave this beautiful place and beautiful
the sun is like amazing right now. It's about to go down behind that building, which will change the view here.
So maybe we'll just leave it this run while we wait for a second, and people can watch the window.
Watch the sunset.
You guys wanna watch the sunset? We'll leave it here.
Let it
No,
set, see if
not gonna happen. I'm not gonna leave my phone here.
Well, I'll go eat and you stay.
Oh yeah, okay. Bring me something. Bring me the leftover. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn this.
To the sunset? No, it's gonna be.
No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show.
Don't let me control.
Kind of
you.
like the boat. What is that? The shard. A little boat coming here.
Look at that.
Look at that. I got like a seagull.
The seagull.
Yeah, a flock of seagull. I love that band.
What bridge is that one over there? I can't remember.
Anyway,
That's
that
not the
bridge.
No, that one.
You want to know what that bridge is?
Not that
Come
one.
on. You know what that bridge
I think
is.
I know what that one is. That's the. There's a London Bridge in Havasu, California. I think is that it?
There is one.
There's a London Bridge in Havasu, California.
I don't want.
Is it California?
I don't want to know.
Lake
that.
Havasu. I don't know. It might be on the Nevada side.
It may
or
be
the,
that
or the Arizona.
It may be that you need.
I don't know why
food.
I'm on camera only right now, but
we're out.
anyway.
You guys stay tuned.
I'm
okay?
rambling about Havasu. Nobody cares.
I'm gonna shut him up. Bye.